Now, everyone's been asking me, what's your opinion on looksmaxing? What do you think of looksmaxing? Do you believe in looksmaxing? Okay, no one actually asked, but you know me. I love to talk and I love to hear myself talk. So here we are. I'm making a video about looksmaxing. For those who don't know what looksmaxing is, let me break it down for you. Looksmaxing is essentially maximizing your looks. That's it, to be honest. It turned into a movement or community in the 2020s, especially on TikTok, but its origins trace back to the mid-2010s. Anyway, there's more to it, but I'm not trying to be an encyclopedia. So you might be thinking to yourself, in what way is this bad or toxic? I mean, it's just improving looks. Surely it can't get that bad, right? Yeah, no. See, there's two sides of looksmaxing. The one your 50-year-old dad can do, going to the gym, styling your hair, doing skincare, fragrances, and things of that nature. You know, normal things that can improve your appearance. Then there's the low IQ looksmaxing, getting plastic surgery, bone smashing, even mewing, to be honest. But that's something I'll touch on throughout the video. Let me make it easy for you and go section by section, explaining why the whole looksmaxing trend is goofy. 1. You're either ugly or you're not. Yeah, let me repeat that. You're either ugly or you're not. In looksmaxing, there's an emphasis on every aspect of your appearance. Your head, your nose, your eyebrows, your forehead, your chin, your left ear, your fifth eyelash from the left of your right eye, everything. People are out here talking about gonio angle, developed maxilla, negative canthal tilt, hunter eyes, and other brain rot garbage. You can discuss the nerd stuff all you want, but unless you can pick different parents and respawn, it's useless. Now, what I mean by you're either ugly or you're not is that you can spend time analyzing how good this part of your melon head is or how bad that part is. However, everything you need to know is right in front of you. When other people see you, do they throw up or not? There's your answer. If you're attractive, you know it. If you're not, well, you also know it. Can't be out here worrying about hunter eyes when your whole face is melting off. What are you going to do if you have prey eyes, for example? Sticky tape the skin around your eye to your forehead? What about if your mandible isn't rock solid? What, are you going to get a hammer and start smashing your head in? Brain rot. It's all brain rot. Now, I know all of that sounds like I'm a hater and comes across as harsh, but it's the truth. You shouldn't be preoccupied on something you can't change. Well, at least not naturally. Move on, stack your bread, venture outside of your home, go maybe interact with the opposite sex if you're feeling bold enough. Do anything apart from autistically obsess over the signs of facial attractiveness. Damn, even me saying that sounds lame. So think how lame it is if you engage with that trash. Plus, you know what? I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. If you're ugly or mid, why do you even care? No, for real, why do you care? This doesn't even impact you. Keep it pushing. It's like when those fee-fi-fo-fum individuals are discussing tall people things. My ass doesn't get involved as a 5'11 male. It doesn't affect me. I wouldn't get it and nothing's going to change. I bounce. Simple. Boom. Done. So if you're not within 3 standard deviations of Brad Pitt, keep it moving, Shrek. You got more important things to handle that you can actually change. 2. Mewing. Now, before I get into this, I want to put a disclaimer. I didn't take any science subjects past the 10th grade. I am severely mentally challenged when it comes to anything science related, but that's never stopped me from having an opinion on things I don't know about. So if you don't know, mewing is essentially correct oral or tongue posture. In simple terms, keeping and maintaining a tongue at the roof of your mouth. It is theorized that doing this can cause progressive and significant facial changes. And this is where looksmaxing comes in. Look, I'm not going to explain to you the how and the why and the what and the who and the whatever, but basically think mewing equals better jawline. Now, from my understanding, remember, mentally challenging science over here, scientific opinions are divided on the validity of mewing. Some think it works and a lot don't. And here is my very, very, very educated opinion on mewing. I think mewing is probably effective when it comes to kids, but probably ineffective when it comes to adults. Without getting too off track, let me relate this back to looksmaxing. So many people post results they gained from mewing when in fact it had nothing to do with mewing. I see it all the time. It's either they've aged through puberty, they lost weight, angles, or lighting. Now, some of these people will try and hit you with a, well, actually I'm the same weight and angles and lighting don't do that much. First of all, you can be the same weight and have a lower body fat percentage, which will make you look more lean. Second of all, angles and lighting play a massive difference. Here, look at this and tell me angles and lighting don't do the heavy lifting. Yeah, exactly. Look, maybe it's somewhat effective, but I really don't believe so. All of this creates false expectations and breeds insecurity. I mean, there's kids who are 14 and mewing because they think they lost the genetic lottery already at that age. At that age, I was playing tag and going crazy on Minecraft with the bros, not even caring about my appearance. But to be fair, although I think mewing transformations are bullshit, I don't think it's a bad thing. You might gain something and at worst, you'll breathe better. 3. Starve maxing and height maxing. Now, these are just dumb. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. I want to get right into it. So firstly, starve maxing is essentially starving yourself to maximize certain facial features, such as hollow cheeks or a sharp jawline. Now, for some reason, I was around when this became a thing. If I'm not mistaken, this all stemmed from a model called Jordan Barrett, who the looksmaxing community worships. Everyone saw how deathly lean he looked and how his hollow cheeks popped, so people started joking about starve maxing. But in typical internet fashion, a joke doesn't stay joke for long and people start taking it seriously. Now, I don't know about you, but looking like this, isn't normal and should not be replicated. I would know. A couple years ago, I was 45 kilos or around 120 pounds at 5'10", 5'11". It sucked. I looked like death. I felt like ass. I was probably deficient in so many things and I was insecure. Sure, I had an iron sharp jawline and I still kind of do, even though I'm bulking because my genetics are decent in that department. But who cares? I was built like a stick that'd fly away at the slightest amount of wind. Luckily, I never developed an eating disorder because it really happened due to starting university and not eating as I didn't have breaks. But that can be a real thing which can turn it into a horrible situation. If you've seen eating disorder Twitter, yes, that's an actual thing. You know what I'm talking about. It's terrible, trust me. In essence, don't starve max. It's dumb. Just do a normal diet. Next up, height maxing. This can mean many things such as wearing lifts, eating right, sleeping, praying to the gods to give you a growth spurt at the age of 27. But when people talk about height maxing, it usually means limb lengthening surgery. In dumb terms, surgery to make you taller. I'm just going to be straightforward here. This is very, very, very dumb. Now hold on. Before some of you start throwing around the privilege word, let me just say, I am well aware of the struggles short guys go through. Even though I'm not personally short, I've looked into a lot and I thought about it a lot. Being short is one of the biggest nerfs to a male. Hose, you can cut that by 80%. Bullying, increase that by 50%. Disrespect, increase that by 50%. Trust me, these guys get absolutely disadvantaged in every aspect of life. So I get it. There's going to be a burning desire to change your height, regardless of all the other things you've improved upon to try and negate the height nerf. However, from all I've read and investigated about the surgery, it's not worth it. It costs a lot, anywhere from 50k to 250k. There's a lot of defects that can happen. Full recovery takes 3 years. And the real kicker from all the examples I've seen, you'll never regain your mobility. There was one instance where people were parading this guy who got the surgery and they were praising him on how well he moves, when in reality, this brother looked like he was on chicken legs, ready to fall over as soon as someone breathed in his direction. Yeah, just forget about it. Being short, it's one of those things you just need to accept how bad your situation is, make the best of it and keep it pushing. There's no such thing as height maxing, or rather there shouldn't be. 4. Model worshipping. If you know anything about looks maxing, you know the whole space obsesses over 3 particular male models: Jordan Barrett, Chico, and Sean O'Pride. These guys might as well be the gods of looks maxing given how much people meat ride them. Well, they actually are. Not gonna lie, it's a bit funny when you check out their Instagram comments, but it's low-key hilariously sad at the same time. Some random 14-year-old kid in Mumbai, India is meat riding Sean O'Pride to oblivion whilst trying to look like him. Sorry buddy, doesn't work that way. You're stuck with what you're given, and 10 out of 10 times that's not what Sean O'Pride was given. Essentially what I'm trying to say is worshipping celebrities in this type of way does zero good. These guys are praising and holding them in high regard because their daddy and mummy decided to smash, which in less brute terms means genetics, bro. It's just genetics. There's thousands and thousands of guys asking how to get Jordan Barrett's cheeks, or how to get Chico's symmetry, or how to get Sean O'Pride's hunter eyes. It's pathetically funny when grown men are doing this, but kind of concerning when it's like 13, 14, 15-year-old boys doing that. Because for kids like that, the dots haven't connected and pressure and insecurity skyrockets. And then when the dots eventually connect, they'll be in for a depressively rude awakening. Maybe, just maybe, let's leave the models alone and stop the obsessions and touch grass. That sounds like a great idea to me, I reckon. Anyway, that's it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I love making dumb videos on brain rot and sharing my thoughts when no one asks, so it's a win-win maybe. Let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are. I always read the comments because I'm genuinely interested in what other people have to say on any and every topic. Anyway, drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Laters.